Well, good evening to you people out there. And listen, I don't want to make this too long, but there's been so much Schofield talk over the last week. And like I said, it's an ongoing thing. I made some notes because in the last week, what we've had is we've had two Philip Schofield fucking coming out of fucking cover to say, to give two interviews to The Nation. And I want to comment on these things. I've written some notes, but also today we've had Holly Willoughby, who we used to sit next to him on the settee on This Morning, which is the TV show for an American audience. Now, this woman is a blonde bimbo. She's about as shallow as a fucking duck pool, and like I said, she's come out with a totally obvious fucking interview today. It was so fucking obvious what she was going to say. It was all script written. It was pathetic, but it's trying to say I'm a strong man. I'm a strong woman. I'm going to turn up on TV because I've got to keep my career going, but I'm going to throw fucking Schofield under the bus as well, even though I went on holiday with him and I totally knew about him grooming a fucking 9-year-old boy. No, I think it's disgusting. And I also think that she's finished. The whole show's finished. All of them. I mean, we had that fat black bitch talking about, Jesus told me that he, without the first fucking sin, cast the first stone. I thought, don't fucking ask Jesus. Fucking ask yourself what a fucking narcissist you are, you cunt. Anyway, let's just have a look. What did Schof say? Now, I want to tell you something. He mentioned that he was suicidal in the interviews, Schof did. And he mentioned a woman called Caroline Flack. And I want to tell you about Caroline Flack because I did put a video up. When this first came out about 3 years ago, when he came out as gay, Caroline Flack had killed herself about the same time. Now, Caroline Flack was a woman who went to a dance school and then all of a sudden was used on This Morning as, little skit parts, like, one of those people they wanted to big up and make them a mainstream person. Unfortunately, she was a drunk, she was a paedophile, and she was also a drug taker, a cocaine user. And believe you me, I've been on cocaine before and I've been on drugs and I've been a drinker. And I can tell you, you do get very fucking confused, you get angry, and you do stupid things. But I would not have done what Caroline Flack did. Now, what people are mentioning when they try and paint her as the fucking Mother Teresa, and we all know Mother Teresa is not a fucking saint. In fact, Mother Teresa has probably killed more people than Adolf Hitler did. No, that's true. But anyway, let's not. But, once upon a time, they would have said, oh, she thinks she's Mother Teresa. So we'll use that as an example. But let me just tell you about Caroline Flack and the fact that he said, I'm going to be Caroline Flack. Now, Caroline Flack hung herself. But why did she hang herself? I should tell you why she hung herself. Was because she was a paedophile and she liked young men. She was worse than Schofield in some respects because a woman can get away with that kind of behaviour. Like a female school teacher will be able to fuck a 12 or 13-year-old boy and get away with it. And everyone will say, oh, I wish I was that 13-year-old boy. And that's where things are a little bit wrong. But I say stick to the script on this one. Let's stick to the script. Let's say that you're a disgusting pervert if you go with somebody under the age of 16, under the legal age, or if you groom someone under the age of 16 and then fuck them later on. It's still disgusting. It is disgusting. And we know TV people are disgusting anyway, but let's call them out for what they are, because eventually when they do get caught, unlike Jimmy Savile, who went to the grave without being caught, and other people who have gone to the grave without being caught, we can do something about it in this day and age. And Invisible Ray is here to fucking call these cunts out. And I don't give a shit if you want to fucking try and sue me, because I'll get my money back as soon as the shit really hits the fan. So, just to talk about Caroline Flack quickly, all of a sudden, everyone, isn't it terrible that Philip Schofield mentioned Caroline Flack? Well, let me tell you what Caroline Flack did. As soon as she was the presenter of Love Island, she continued to hang around with under 16-year-old boys. Harry Styles being one of them. Now, that's paedophilia. But let's forget that for a minute. But what she did, which ended up with her hanging herself, was she went with a male model, and the male model was obviously popular with other women. And one night she come back and the poor bastard was asleep in her bed, and she went through his telephone like a paranoid fucker. And she found some emails and messages from other women. And without waking him up to confront him about it, no, she picked up an onyx lamp, a heavy onyx lamp, and she smashed his skull with it. Now, he woke up, obviously in a state of panic, and phoned the police with blood pouring down his head. And the police turned up and they filmed exactly what happened in that flat when they arrived. Now, after that incident, they arrested her and charged her with assault, GBH. Now, directly afterwards, the TV companies, ITV, the lovely ITV, which we're going to talk about a little bit more, got in touch with this poor boyfriend, and they said, listen, we're going to pay you off, shut up, stick up for her. So he basically said nothing happened, da-da-da-da-da. But the Crown Prosecution Service thought otherwise. Now, ITV sent their best lawyers. They even lobbied the Home Secretary to say, please drop these charges because she's on Love Island and it's her career. So don't think that ITV turned their back on her, because they didn't. They tried through dubious methods to fucking get her off the hook. But she went to court, and guess what? They dismissed it and they said, let's take it further. And at that point, she hung herself because she fucking committed GBH on a sleeping man. Don't fucking forget that. And she was also a paedophile, a junkie, and a fucking loser. So this is what happens to cunts who are in the mainstream and they think they can get away with it. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they ain't strong enough because they're junkies, because they're fucking drunks. Well, Schofield is saying that he's suicidal, and he ain't fucking suicidal. He's playing for the cameras. Schofield is a dirty little weasel and a psychopath, and psychopaths don't kill themselves because they'll fit in. If they send Schofield to prison for being a dirty, disgusting groomer, he'll just fucking manipulate people in prison, because that's what they're like. They're the Jeffrey Archers. They're the Jimmy Saviles. They're the filthy scum of the earth, and they shouldn't be on our TV. Caroline Flack should have never been on the TV screen. If she wasn't up to it mentally, it was her tough shit at the end of the day. But anyway, let's go on about these fucking interviews that Mr. fucking Schofield did. So it turns out that he's been paying for McGreevy, so we won't hear nothing from McGreevy, which is exactly why he did these interviews, because he knew he was safe to do them, because McGreevy's got to keep his mouth shut because he's been paid X amount of money from Schofield's lawyers. And I said it was ITV's lawyers. Schofield also, he was vaping like a fucking mad thing and saying, I've been drinking Southern Comfort when I'm in a hotel room all lonely. Now he's been putting pictures up of him and his old mummy. Oh, his poor old mummy. Well, she's an enabler of fucking two paedophiles at the moment, isn't she? So your poor old mummy, maybe she's a little bit more fucking evil than we think. Oh, and he was speaking like a zombie. He was on a speed of 16 RPM when he was talking, pausing, vaping. Oh, yeah, if I get an awkward question, vape a little bit and then answer. Oh, you're being so self-pity, poor Scope. Oh, he's very controlled, but trying to look like a lost puppy. Talking very, very slowly, lying about dates. Trying to make out he's the victim, trying to deflect attention to somewhere else. Why has he done 2 interviews at this point when he should be hiding in shame? Now, somebody else, a few people have mentioned the Profumo affair from 1963, and the guy at the source of that, Profumo, had fucked a call girl, Christine Keeler. Now, when he got caught out for lying to Parliament, do you know what he did? He spent the rest of his life helping poor kids in the East End of London. Yeah, he fucked off and he did penance for the rest of his life. And that's what a gentleman does. Right. Anyway, like I said, the man is a psychopath, a narcissist, and a sociopath, a pathological liar. Having his Princess Diana moment, oh, the doe eyes, which is exactly what Holly Willoughby did today. Oh, how are you all? Oh, let me look at you. Let me bite my little tongue. Oh, let me touch my blonde hair. Oh, look at my titties, boys. Oh, it's fucking pathetic. It's nauseating. I want everybody to feel sorry for me. I knew nothing. And what about the ITV management, the pathetic Jewish fucking lefty cunt, Mr. fucking Frisky Frisbee, whatever his name is? Oh, do you think there's a toxic relationship with people at ITV? Oh, I think Aubergine's toxic. I really don't like... Do you know what I mean? These are people who are running TV. It's disgusting. It is fucking disgusting. Anyway, let's talk about McGreevy for a minute. Eamon Holmes said, McGreevy is always skint and emotional, which proves that he was on cocaine. And I would say that Schofield was fucking getting him addicted to cocaine, because when I saw Simon Schofield as a 16-year-old lad performing with Dr. Dolittle with Schofield, he was groomed as well. So was Andy Peters. Yeah. So anyway, on that, I'm going to leave it because I'm so fucking angry. I just hope that Schofield, fucking kill yourself, you dirty little fucking paedophile. Thank you very much and goodbye.